Hello everyone, welcome to VistaLakesTV.com, your online community resource center for up-to-date market information regarding the community that you live in and love. My name is Eric Mieles. Today is Friday. Happy Friday to everyone. October 15th, 2010. The weekend is upon us, so I'm excited. Should get a lot done this weekend. The weather's fantastic. I'm sure you guys have noticed it's cooled down a bit, so I love to be outside. I love when the weather's getting like this. The fall's really cool. Halloween's coming up, so should be a good time of the year. Anyway, I want to start today's show off with some market updates like we always do. Try to update you with what's going on in the market, what's changed, what's available, what's taking place. And then sort of a little something that I encountered last week when dealing with someone regarding selling their house. I think it'll be helpful. It's a little tip that you can take and sort of review, and I think it'll help you in the market that we're currently in. Okay? So let's start the show off. Today, as we always do, right now there's some new listings to mention that you should be aware of if you're shopping in the Vista Lakes community. The first one is in the Colony subdivision of Vista Lakes. It is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,568 square feet. It is available now for $214,900, okay, $214,900, and it is a short sale. So I always mention sort of what the property is because I want you to be aware when going to see the property, or if you're looking at it and interested, you know sort of what to expect. If you've been following the show and you're a viewer, scroll down and look at some previous shows. It helps because you can understand what really is a short sale, what's a bank owned, what's the difference, and why it matters to you as a buyer, okay? The second one to mention is in the Amherst subdivision. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family home, 2,180 square feet, on the market for $178,900. And again, this is where, again, what I just mentioned, this is a straight sale. When I say straight sale, it means it's not a short sale, it's not a bank-owned foreclosure, it's not a distressed situation where you need approval from the bank or you're dealing directly with the bank, you're dealing directly with the owner of the property. So that sometimes translates into a quicker response, quicker closing time. The conditions can vary, but it is a straight sale, okay? And the third one to announce in the new listing category is the townhome community, Gentry Park. Love that. So nice. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,452 square feet, and it is available now for $95,000, okay? And it is a bank-owned real estate-owned, bank-owned property, okay? So 3 new listings on the market for you to be aware of if you're shopping in the Vista Lakes community and looking to buy a home in that area. All right. Second category is price changes. There's 2 price changes to announce. We have a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. This is a gorgeous house. It is a big house, 3,238 square feet. Look at some of the pictures. The brick paver driveway is gorgeous. I love it. It is now available for $245,000. And they dropped it $5,000 from $250,000. So there's a price change, $5,000. It is a short sale, and it's been on the market for 54 days now. Okay. And the second price change to announce is in the Amherst subdivision. There is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,176 square feet. It is now available for $142,000. Down from $145,000. So they've reduced the price just a bit. It is a short sale on the market for 73 days. Okay? And the third category to mention today for today's show is pendings. What is pending currently on the market? What generated a contract and has gone into pending status? Well, there's one property that has in the Colony subdivision. Single-family home, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,758 square feet. It's a large house. It went pending at $179,900. It is a short sale, and it was on the market for 93 days until they got a contract on it. Okay? And the reason why this matters is for you sellers out there in Vista Lakes, you need to be aware of what's selling, what's going on the pending, what's selling at what price, what's the average days on the market. This is important for you because if you are in a short sale position, remember, time is of the essence. The clock is ticking. We need to get a contract on that property. We need to get the bank looking at this contract and making sure we can get it approved to save you from foreclosure. That is the goal. So it helps you to know these valuations. If you're 100, 200 days on the market, there's something you have to review, obviously. So we need to make sure, we need to all be aware of what's selling in the community at what price, okay? And one sold to announce. Horizons, the condo community in Vista Lakes, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,248 square feet. It sold for $74,000. It was listed at $72,000, so it sold for $2,000 more than the asking price after 20 days on the market, and it was a short sale. Okay, so that rounds off some of the market changes, some of the statistics and things that are taking place. Today's show, really quickly, I wanted to help out some sellers. I ran into a gentleman who had purchased a piece of property, like many, as an investor. His goal was to buy and hold and rent out and eventually liquidate this property so that he can get his cash return. He put a lot into the property. He put some upgrades, some crown molding, new flooring, additional things that other properties in the neighborhood didn't have. And it was a great idea because this property can now stand out. He can hopefully generate more value by putting those upgrades in. And he also can hopefully maybe charge a tad more rent and justify it because it's a nicer house than the rest of the community. However, with the current market we face, he decided to sell this property after this renter left, and he wanted to know what the value on his home was. It was a little shocking when I ran the numbers because in his mind he didn't want to sell for anything less than 120, 130. When I ran the numbers, really, I wouldn't have put it on the market for anything more than 95. At 100, I would have been stretching it. I mean, really stretching it. And the reason why that is because no matter how amazing his upgrades are inside, you have to consider what's selling in the neighborhood. There are bank-owns, and it is the competition. It is a reality. Those bank-owns are comparable listings and properties that we're looking at, and a buyer that's coming into this neighborhood is going to look at as well. And they're going to look at a bank-owned that's in great condition for $85 and something with some upgrades that look really nice, but can they justify spending $125, $130? Not really. So that house would have stood on the market for a long time, and it probably would have gotten some traffic because it looks so pretty, the pictures are nice, whatever marketing would have went into it. But would the buyer have justified spending that money? Would the property have appraised? Another thing you have to consider. So these are things as a seller that you can't get too caught up on, and you have to understand and come to the realization of what the true market value of your property is. Another important fact, I don't know if the agent you're working with or if you're working with any agent or anybody is telling you this, but you know, again, this information is unbiased. It's for me to share with you, the community. The buyer doesn't care. I'm going to put it bluntly. The buyer doesn't care what you paid for the property. I hear it over and over. Sellers say, I paid X amount of dollars for this house. I should get this. Well, the buyer who's searching for a house in this market does not care what you paid. Unfortunately, they only care what they can get it for. And it is what it is, unfortunately. You know what I mean? They're not worried about if you're making a return, if you need the net 20 grand, if you need to make 7 on this sale. They don't care about that. They want to know that they're buying a piece of property, that they're getting a deal, like we talked about in some other shows, and they didn't, you know, get taken to the bank. They didn't get it at a bad price. So that's something you have to consider. If you want to talk to me further about this, it is something of a reality. I think it's really important if you're dealing with someone that they bring it out on the table so that you don't get frustrated during the process of selling your house. It's something that I do up front, and I think it works because we need to know what the true expectations are from day one. Okay? So as always, you can contact me any way you'd like. Email, which is right here. You can contact me on my phone. My BlackBerry's always on, 407-383-2189. Or you can reach me on the contact page, send an email, question, a concern, a comment, whatever it may be, anything that I can do to help make the show better, I am here to do so. This is Vista Lakes TV. I am Eric, and I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Take care.